What up, guys? So we're back. Got my piston ring compressor here where our pages open up to the piston connecting rods. First we're going to show you how to line up your rings. So the only problem I'm having right now is figuring out which side of this is the front. I'm going to figure it out before I put it together. I'm pretty sure the valves point towards the front. But anyways, so how you want to space your rings is like 90, 90, 90. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. We're going to start with the back. This is the front. We're going to say this is the back. Say the F is pointing towards the front, which we'll say is the passenger side of the car, just for now. So we have oil ring 1, the bottom one. And then you go 90 degrees, and we have oil ring number 2. 90 degrees, we got oil ring number 3, and then we got oil ring number 4 at another 90 degrees. We try to keep them all gap 90 degrees. Try not to mess your gap up. And then you want to get your compressor on there, compress it down to the bottom ring, and then we're going to slide up inside our bore and put a little bit of assembly lube on each side of these bearing caps, and then put it on our crank. So let me get this compressor on there. Hey guys, we got that piston installed in there. All we did was put our ring compressor on there, butt it up against there, smacked it with our hammer, the end of a hammer. Use the handle of a hammer. Where's it at? Oh, right here. You just stick that bitch inside of there, and you tap on the end of your hammer until it goes in. And then we line it up with the crank down here, and we're done. I'm going to install the other 4, and I'll be right back. So see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I had to pop this piston out because I forgot something, but I already installed it, but I want to show you anyways. So another thing you guys want to do after you wipe these things out, and before you stick your piston in there, and before you put your little ring compressor on here, where's our ring compressor at? Oh, here. Before you put this on there, you're going to want to take your piston and dip the head of it in the oil, and then put it in there. That's what you're going to want to do. So just make sure you do that before you install these pistons in there, because you want some oil in that barrel as it goes in there, and you want to make it easier for these pistons to get lubed up. I'm actually going to grab a little brush and make sure the pistons are fully covered, but first I need to get my piston rings. I forgot to get this one maybe, so I'll be back. We got the wonderful and beautiful and amazing Shay Tom here, and she's going to install the last piston for us to do the other hammer instead. Put the red one in there, yeah. And let me help you out. Let me hold this a bit for you. Take your time, don't go crazy on it. We got the piston ring compressor here, and this is all you guys got to do. Is just tap it in like this. Keep going. It's in there, boys. It's in there, boys. And Shay Tom did it for us. And we're getting closer. You smack up in there a little bit for me, not too much. Just tap it like 3 or 4 times. Couple more times. Again. 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 That's good. Alright, let's show you the last little process of this for you guys. The next thing you're going to want to do is you want to pull this thing back over. Now we got that last piston in there. Oh shit. Look at that rock cat. Huh? Last thing. She's about to fall off the table there, boys. Holy dickhole. Alright, so we got our piston right there. Our piston rod and bearing. I already wiped it out. So all we gotta do now is take this engine assembly lube. Ass lube. Yeah. Engine ass lube. Okay. And we want to squirt a little bit in there. We should send out the Mighty Car Mods. Ass lube. Engine ass lube. That's kind of funny. And you're going to take your little finger and just wipe it even. Oh, yeah, let me hold it. Here, why don't you hold it for me, man? If you're incapable. You can hold my hand, but you can't hold anything. I don't want all that fucking lube in there, dude. I don't want all that ass lube in there. I'll take the remainder and we'll put it on the rod bearing. Perfect, dude. I think it's meant to be. Ass lube, dude. Brown. Her face. She was disgusted at that one. Now I'm just going to reach my 2 fingers in here and slide it up on this god darn crank. I'm going to make sure this bearing's level on both sides. It's a little high on the side, so I'm going to take a screwdriver. Don't cringe too much. I'm just going to push it down a little bit. Perfect. Done. Alright. Now it's even on both sides. Start over here. Bang, bang. Perfect. Now we're going to take our rod cap thingamajig. And we're going to slide on there. It only goes on one way. Your things are fucking cut some retarded ass way. It really just broke them in half. You're just going to take your rod bolts. Right, motherfucker. Slide them right down there. Slide them down there. 10 millimeter. Slide on, turn it all the way down, and then I gotta look up what torque is. This is just getting, none of them are torqued yet. You need to do that, but that is how you install the gosh darn pistons, boys. So be right back. Thanks for watching. See you in a little bit. What up, Neon Gang? Back again. So where we left off was installing the pistons and rods and then the piston caps. So right now we just have all the piston caps finger tightened on there. They all need to be torqued down. We got our book open. They need to be tightened down first to 20 foot-pounds. Each one of these rod bolts need to be bolted down to 20 foot-pounds. And then a quarter turn. Then we use a field gauge and all that crap you really don't need. We picked ourselves up a new oil pan gasket, so we got a brand new oil pan gasket right here. We'll be installing. I got to install the oil pump pickup tube, sub pump tube right here. It is, and we got a new rear main seal, along with a new aluminum gasket for the oil pan for the oil cooler, because we are putting an SRT oil pan on here. And then we got ourselves a brand new head gasket. I love these Felpro blue head gaskets. I've never had a problem out of one of them. I've heard people complain about them, but I love them. Never had an issue out of them. That's the one I prefer out of all of them, is the Felpro multi-layer steel head gasket. And yeah. So we're going to torque these bolts down real quick. We're going to do both these two to 220, and then we're going to quarter turn, and then we're going to turn our crank, and then do the middle two. So let's tighten these cunts down real quick. See you in a minute. Alright guys, we got these two torqued down, 20 foot-pounds, then a quarter each turn. Now we're going to turn it around and get these two middle ones. Alright, so they're all torqued down. They're perfect. Now it's time to install this oil pickup tube. Go through, make sure everything else is good and tight. And then after we get the oil pickup tube put on, we can install our new oil pan gasket with our new oil pan. Install this rear main seal. Pretty sure you butt it up against the crank. I'm gonna double check, but pretty sure that's how I've always done it. Was butt it up against the crank and not the block. People do it differently though. So I'm gonna install this oil pickup tube right here. It's just this one bolt. I already put the new gasket in there. It's been waiting. So install that new pickup tube, check all the bolts over, and then we can install the oil pan and rear main seal. So let me install this pickup tube and find this rear main seal information, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so for the rear main seal, you're going to want to make sure your words are pointing outwards. I like to have it nice and straight, so the national sign is at the bottom. You know, it doesn't have to be, like I said, just make sure the words are pointing out, not and you have the hole pointing out. So when you drive this in, you're supposed to have a special tool that holds this all. I usually use just a block to get it started. But you want to drive this in until this lip of the seal is level with the lip of this block. You don't want to go any deeper. If you go any deeper, it will leak no matter what. So we're going to drive this in real careful to where it's flush with this and not the crank. I thought it was flush with the crank, but you're going to flush with the block. So let's push this in there and I will be right back. Alright guys, for remains in there, you can see she's perfectly flush. Probably could tap it a little tiny bit more right there. What I used is this nice rubber mallet and an underdrive pulley actually. She's good enough, dude. I ain't going any deeper. So now we got a remain seal in there. That's not going to leak now. And just good all the way around, right? The seal is on there correctly. Sweet. Alright, now we can install our oil pan. Actually I might install this windage tray I have instead first. I was saving it, but like I said, one day this is all going to be fully built. I guess I'm just going to save all that good stuff for next time. And I need to install this dowel pin. Other than that, I can install that oil pan. I do gotta put a screw or something in here to plug up this hole, but other than that, I'm good. Because there's supposed to be a balance tray here, and on the 2.4s, you can pull the balance tray out because the motor's already balanced. These balance the engine right here, these weights, these counterweights. So you don't need that. And I've removed it out of every 2.4 I've ever owned and never had an issue yet, so you can trust me there. But if you want to reinstall it, you can. Or you could just cut the chain out and then you have a free windage tray. I think we're just going to screw this hole closed and leave it be. But we'll make that decision tomorrow because right now I got to get ready to go to work. Yep. So, Pistons torqued, remain seal installed, oil sub pump pickup tube installed. We'll decide on the windage tray tomorrow, and we're going to get this thing on the road. We're going to try to have it running by next weekend. So, I'm pretty sure I have everything. And the hard part is just going to be the car. I really want to paint the car before I put it back together. I think I'm going to paint it red, the original color. So, let me know what you guys think of that in the comment section, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.